was drowning in silence when Arham stepped into the old office tower for his final shift. And as he pushed the call button of the ancient elevator, a deep metallic groan echoed through the empty lobby, like something asleep had just awakened and opened its eyes. And the doors slid apart with a slow hiss, as if pulled by unseen hands. And Arham felt a strange chill crawl across his neck. Yet, he stepped inside because the storm outside had grown wild, and he only wanted to reach the top floor quickly. But the moment the doors closed, the elevator lights flickered like dying fire, and the floor indicator froze before melting into a symbol he had never seen before, glowing faintly like burning silver. And he pressed different buttons, but the elevator did not respond, as if it no longer belonged to the building. And with one violent shudder, it began to rise faster than any machine, should its walls trembling like the beating heart of a living beast. And Arham gripped the railing, his breath tightening, as the lights shut completely, leaving him in perfect darkness, except for the faint pulse of that strange symbol. And then, without warning, the elevator stopped so softly that he barely felt it, and the doors slid open, revealing not the 7th floor, but a long, endless corridor wrapped in blue mist that moved like breathing smoke. And Arham stepped back, but an invisible pull tugged at him, urging him forward. And the moment his foot touched the misty floor, he heard whispers weaving through the air, whispering his name, with voices that sounded like his own, spoken from far away memories. And he tried to retreat, but the elevator doors closed behind him, trapping him in this ghostly world. And the corridor stretched on forever, its walls covered with shifting shadows that formed faces. He recognized his childhood self, his mother, who died years ago, his own reflection, twisted with fear and sorrow. And the whispers grew louder, like 1,000 thoughts screaming inside his mind, telling him to walk further, telling him that this world was built from everything he tried to forget. And as he moved forward, each step grew heavier, as if guilt, shame, and fear clung to his legs like chains. And suddenly, the mist parted, revealing a giant door at the end made of dark glass, through which he could see another version of himself, sitting calmly, smiling at him with cold, emotionless eyes. And that other Arham stood up and whispered that this world was born from the elevator that fed on human fears, feeding on the deepest secrets, and that only one Arham could leave, and only the stronger one would return to the real world. And before Arham could react, the other version rushed toward him with silent rage, and they collided in the shifting mist, each trying to overpower the other. And Arham felt his strength fading as dark memories clawed at his mind. But then he remembered his mother's last words, telling him to choose courage when fear becomes a cage. And with one desperate push, he broke free from the grip of the other self, who dissolved into smoke, fading with a scream. And the corridor shook violently, as if the world was collapsing. And Arham ran toward a light bursting through the cracks in the glass door. and as he leapt through it, he fell into blinding brightness. And suddenly, he felt solid ground under his feet, and the elevator doors opened this time to the real lobby, with daylight pouring in and the storm gone, and the floor indicator back to normal. And Arham stumbled out gasping for air, realizing he had survived a world built from his own shadows. And as the doors closed behind him, he heard one soft whisper from inside saying, "We will wait for you again." And the symbol flashed once before vanishing forever.